Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. As Mary Jane said, I'm going to speak about 100,000 Solitudes. And this is a project that I've been working on for quite some time. And from my solitude, from my profound solitude sitting in front of the computer screen, I watched this electronic river of human unconsciousness unfold. And from that river, there are very powerful images that emanate, like this one. And the supposition is that every era, every epoch dreams of the next one. And the dreams come in the form of these dream images or image texts. This one is from Ankara in Turkey that happened recently. And as you can see this, why do I say it's a powerful image? Because of the reference to pop culture from the movie V from Vendetta, but also for the promise that it's giving us about a life that is not possible now, but that can be possible again, about a life of carnival, like when we used to dream that everything was possible, that life could be inverted, could be viewed upside down, like this one. He's a musician, he's dancing in the street, and behind him you have all of this destruction, because no new life will come without the destruction of the old ways. Or this one from Istanbul in Turkey as well, where you can see people wearing gas masks. This is when the police started the crackdown on Gezi Park and Taksim Square, and you have these people dancing in the street, dancing tango in the street, wearing their gas masks. And also, this is the dream of a better society where we can actually dance in the streets. But for me, the gas masks are not only there for, they are for practical reasons, but also because they are an indicator of the resistance that will happen when this dream image will come to life. This one is taken from Syria, from a very peripheral village or town, very small town in north of Syria called Kaframbal. And in it, you see people wearing their death shrouds and demonstrating. And the banners in Arabic, especially the one here at the bottom, says, "Even the dead want the regime to go." Because what these people understand, what they understood, is that even the dead will not be safe if this regime wins. This one is pretty self-explanatory. But notice the date, it's in 2011, so it's 2 years prior to the negotiations that are going on right now over the blood of 200,000 Syrians that have been killed by Bashar al-Assad. And you see these people fully in understanding this reality even 2 years before we even understood it. Also from Kaframbal, down with the regime and the opposition, down with the Arab and Islamic nations, down with the Security Council, down with the world, down with everything. And they are pretty right, because especially how things are turning out right now. This was done in 2011, and this idea of humanity, of a humanity that proves itself by destruction. Not only by constructing something which is positive, but also by destroying everything which is false. Because as Walter Benjamin says, the Messiah will not only come as the Redeemer, he will also come as the subduer of the Antichrist. The same message from Egypt made the whole world fall, from Cairo. And this one you probably have seen before. I like this one because it's also an inversion of our reality of how the world is. This is someone who was completely invisible before the revolution. Now he's within the realm of the visible, and he's this guy from invisible, from Cairo, completely marginalized, is telling the people in the first nation on this planet, in the USA, that they should not be afraid, in his own English. They should not be afraid. The last is becoming first.
نسي الجروح فرحان جن وحبك حب جنون فزعان سير خيالك وين ما تكون فرحان انسى
So this guy, the dream images that I was talking about, sometimes they can be not only how society dreams of the next one, but also how the images can be images of nightmare, because the person that you are seeing here is was a very popular pop star back in Lebanon, where I come from. And as you can see, he's anti-macho, so he has this image of very sensitive, like hypersensitive, very authentic. He wants to sing according to the rules and everything. And then suddenly, he...
فطيستين روحنا لكم امبارح يا كلاب يا خنازير فطيستين.
Here you can see him bragging about killing 2 army officers in Saida in the south of Lebanon, because the search for authenticity ultimately will lead him to become a radical Islamist and to make this small insurrection in Lebanon. And the army stepped in, and then they killed a few officers, and he's bragging about it. So there's this horrible contradiction between 2 images, one of a very sensitive, almost, this anti-macho Oriental man, suddenly becoming this person who is bragging about killing 2 people. So this is also something that you snatch from the river of the unconsciousness, electronic river of unconsciousness, before it disappears forever.
سامحونا كمان مرة ثالثة ورابعة وخامسة. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
This one I added this just before I came because it became viral. It became completely viral all over the internet. And then suddenly people started taking it off. And as you can see, this is a Hezbollah fighter who recently died in Syria. He's in his 20s. Also, the opposite, like Fadl Chakar before him, the pop star who had everything. So he's the opposite of the radical Islamist. He's not coming from poverty. He had everything. He had cars, villas, he had women, he had everything that he wanted, like regular people would dream of. And so both of these men are instrumentalized, because the one that we saw now, especially with the music, he's very handsome, he's saying goodbye, you can sympathize with him, but at the same time, you cannot forget how he is being instrumentalized through the addition of music and through all of this Hezbollah machine that drives people to go and fight in other places and die there. This one, I don't have time much, but this one is a dream of immobility, of complete immobility. I only have 5 seconds. Dream of immobility from Turkey, Duran Adam. And finally, I was asked to have a positive message. So, thank you.